So a 10-minute playthrough of Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition. So there's two Age of Empires available on Game Pass at the moment, Age of Empires 2 and 4, which is this one. I played through on another video on 2. It wasn't too bad. You know, the controls transferred well through to the controller from mouse and keyboard. So if you've ever played on PC, you want a bit of nostalgia, then worth a look. This is the later version, so we'll have a look at what this is like. So I'm going to turn off the UI narration because that was a bit off-putting in Age of Empires 2, and I couldn't work out a way to turn it off. But so we would expect this to be a little bit more graphically improved. Okay, so as usual, we'll get some lessons here. So let's see where this takes us.
Before Guillaume could join with his liege's army, he needed to gather his own men and organize them into fighting order. To do this, he first needed to get a lay of the land.
Okay, move the camera to the lumber camp.
A collection of large rocks caught Guillaume's eye. Wary of hidden threats, he decided to investigate. Guillaume discovered a recently abandoned camp. A closer look would determine which direction the men went. Happy knowing that his men were nearby, Guillaume refocused his attention. Guillaume set off in search of his men, scouting the surroundings as he moved.
Prêt suis pour Normandie. A meilleure grande gloire.
So very similar controls to Age of Empires 2.
With each gallop of his horse's hooves, more of Guillaume's land was revealed to him.
On cesse de guerrier. Tweet qui eren ne sont perdus. Chevauche.
Find your spearman.
Guillaume had found his spearmen. However, they would need to be organized and prepared for battle, after which he could continue searching for the rest of his forces.
Okay, simple enough. Yeah, I think the first 10 minutes of this game is very much going to be tutorial type, rather than jumping straight into a game.
With his spearmen found, Guillaume was one step closer to reclaiming his dukedom. First, he would need to organize them under his command. Only then could he continue his search for the rest of his forces. He gathered his spearmen and coordinated them into proper rank and file.
Parat. Bene. Lankers. Squid. Eat. Accepté, Sarvientes.
Double click, yeah, exactly the same as Age of Empires 2.
Guillaume knew that his men would need to follow his every command in the coming battle, and so he assigned them as a group under his control. Guillaume's spearmen were now a respectable fighting unit. It was time to march on in search of more reinforcements.
Lanquier sparaté.
Prête suis pour Normandie.
Hold A to create a marquee. This allows selection of multiple units.
Si.
Okay.
Ut honor et force.
Guillaume's cousin and treacherous rebel Guy de Bourgogne had erected a wooden palisade along the path in an attempt to halt Guillaume's progress. However, this was no problem for his spearmen, who destroyed it with ease. An enemy patrol had been scouting the area. Guillaume knew that his spearmen were the perfect counter and saw this as an opportunity to test their mettle.
With the spearman selected, move the camera close to the enemy. Press X to attack.
Ut honor et force.
With his spearmen now proven in battle, Guillaume and his men moved on.
Ut la Dieu merci.
A group of enemy archers blocked Guillaume's path. He knew their long range would give them a distinct advantage over his spearmen. As luck would have it, a regiment of his loyal horsemen had been spotted close by.
Parade. Cavalario sur la bombe.
Guillaume once again proved he was a shrewd tactician. He knew his horsemen had the speed to run down and defeat the much slower archers. With his horsemen now battle-hardened, Guillaume focused on locating his own regiment of archers.
Pressing LC and pressing B also allows you to remove units. Okay.
Guillaume
we
found
found
his
the
archers
archers.
hidden within a quiet village. They reported that a group of enemy spearmen were on their way to secure the area. Guillaume noticed the hill nearby and knew it would be a perfect spot for an ambush.
So that's 10 minutes, Age of Empires 4. As I say, very similar to Age of Empires 2. If you enjoy that first game, you'll definitely enjoy this. I find sometimes on Age of Empires, as the levels go on, it's sort of against the clock a little bit. I don't really enjoy that, but you know, maybe I'll give this a go, another chance. Yeah, if you like it, give it a go. Cheers.